All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Riding the Peptide Show with your host, Chad Boney. Nice to have you on here today. And today's show, we're going to talk about the latest trending drug news when it comes to GLP-1s. I'm sure you probably already know we've been anticipating it for a long time. But before we get into that, well, as I say every show, if you are tuning in, let me know in the chat below, where are you tuning in from? And how much weight have you lost? And what current dosage are you on with GLP-1? Whether that be Mounjaro, Trulicity, Ozempic, maybe you're on Wegovy, Victoza, Zexenda, or any of those, the Saxenda, any of those, we want to know about you and how you are succeeding with this medication. A little about myself. If you follow my channel, you will know that I have been on Mounjaro, which is Tirzepatide, for the last, I want to say, maybe 15 months. So I've been on it for quite a while now and have been doing very well on this medication. And so I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited to see what the future holds with these medications and where they're headed. I do know that they are changing lives. That is the thing that matters the most. They are changing lives, not only physically, health-wise, but they're changing people's lives emotionally. They're breaking the bank when it comes to fast food restaurants and junk food places. They're even hurting the pockets of Slim Fast. You know, we've heard about that in the past. The audio is good now. Dylan Hoffmeyer, it's good to see you, buddy, on the channel today. So good to see you today. Thank you so much. I apologize, guys. I shot this show at 2 o'clock as always, and we had some technical difficulties because anytime you have technology, you have chances of having problems with them. Technology is so good, but can be so bad at times when it comes to things not working the way they should be working. So, but with that said, guys, me 300 pounds down to about 195. I've been hovering around 200. I've been doing a lot of videos on the channel, going over your common questions, answering, just going over a history of the ups and downs, what I've been through, and trial and error, what I've seen that works and what doesn't. So stay tuned to this channel. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to this channel because you don't want to miss some of the videos and content that I'm coming out with when it comes to questions on GLP-1. So if you are on a GLP-1, as I said before, any of those, this is a channel that you do want to stay tuned into because it will help you along your journey, whether that be a weight loss journey, or if you are on a diabetes journey trying to become more healthier to live longer. Again, you know, this is changing lives, not just physically, but also emotionally. It's helping people feel better, more energy. People are feeling more confident in their lives because they're looking better, just all around better, physically, more energy, doing more. It's like a synergy effect. You know, you're losing this weight, you're getting more energy, it's helping you do more things, it's making you a better person when it comes to getting things done that you couldn't do before. So with that said, guys, I'm super excited to have you on the channel today. If you guys could go ahead and like this video, this show right now, share it. I ask that you just share it. Let's get the likes up. Let's get this out. It does help the channel. It is a growing channel. And I want to help everyone out there that is going to be experiencing this new drug. Now, if you've been on Mounjaro for a while, maybe you just started, there is a new group of people that will be soon, if not within days, getting on this medication that has just been released and approved by the FDA and Eli Lilly. Now, I know that last week we were going to talk on the show before I got sick, and I'm sorry for missing about upcoming news when it comes to GLP-1s. And what we're going to talk about was there was going to be a predicament ahead of us, almost like a prediction that we seen, a forecast rather, of these GLP-1s like Mounjaro, Ozempic, these GLP-1s that were going to become very hard to get. You know, I know this last year we've had issues of these medications being on like the short list and just in demand, high demand, and how people have had to go to these compound pharmacies to get the Tirzepatide and the semaglutide and all of these different compounds that they couldn't get because the manufacturer, whether that be Novo Nordisk, I can't talk, or Eli Lilly was with their Mounjaro or Ozempic, having them in stock, whether that be, the 7.5, 10 milligrams or the 12.5. And, that we had the issues with the 15 milligrams. I was on 15 milligrams for a very long time, have recently come down to 12.5 and doing very, very, very well, if I could say, on 12.5. I have maintained my weight. My blood sugars are incredible, feeling really good. And just, I'm happy with 12.5. Now, with that said, we have seen that there's a possibility of these shortages coming. They have ramped up their production. I see that a lot of the issues is going to be their injectable pens. So they've been outsourcing them to different contractors and manufacturers to get these up to par for the upcoming news that we just discovered, just released recently in the last few days. And I'm super excited to talk about it. Don't know a whole lot over it yet. It is still one of those things that we are still laying out and discovering at the moment. But if you are excited to hear, Eli Lilly has finally, as anticipated and expected by the fourth quarter of this year, they've been saying, been approved for the Tirzepatide for obesity and high blood pressure and high cholesterol. So if you're excited, go ahead and give an applause for Eli Lilly and FDA finally getting it together. Yes, I'm super excited that they finally came out with an approval for this medication. And it is the Tirzepatide compound. It is the same compound that you will find in the Mounjaro. You have the GIP, you have the GLP, these two uh, uh, these two agonists working together, mimicking the hormones to slow your gut food down, to slow down just your digestion and to lower your blood sugar and also make you full, and just working, mimicking those hormones to help you to get to the point where you've lose weight as a person with obesity or diabetes, and help you also regulate your blood sugar. So I'm super pumped about that. The medication, if you don't know what it's called, it is called Zepbound. That's what they're calling it. Just like, you got the Wegovy, that is the weight loss version of the Ozempic for people that does not have type 2 diabetes. And then you have Ozempic, which is the same compound, different milligrams for diabetes. So this one is going to come, from what I understand, in a 5 milligram, 10 milligram, and 15 milligrams. Now, if you know anything about Mounjaro, you will know that it is a 2.5, 5 milligrams, 7.5, 10, 12.5, and the highest you're going to get is a 15 milligrams, which is going to be the same as the Zepbound. Now, I will say that I have dubbed the Zepbound as the Z-Bound. I call it Z-Bound because it is the Z-Bound for the rebound. What does that mean? You're going to rebound from high weight down to a lower weight on this drug. You're going to rebound from a high cholesterol down to a lower cholesterol. You're going to rebound from the Zepbound down from high blood pressure down to a low blood pressure. So if you agree and excited about that, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and share this video and drop a comment. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how much weight have you lost. Give us some encouragement today. If you haven't lost any weight, this is the perfect show today for you, because we're going to talk about reasons why you may not be losing weight on your current GLP-1. Now, I talk heavily about Mounjaro on this channel, and the reason why I do is simply because I'm on Mounjaro. I've been taking Mounjaro for a while. I did do Trulicity for a little while. I also did Victoza. I did Ozempic. So I've done several different ones, but I found the best one for me personally is going to be Mounjaro for the win all day long. So, all right, guys, with that said, I wanted to kind of just share the latest news. I'm not going to go really heavy into that. I will get on a video soon, more information, maybe next Saturday on the next show, we'll go more into talking about Zepbound and going over more things that we discover this next week. So, with that said, guys, right now we're going to take a second and we're just kind of going to go through some things why you may not be losing weight on Mounjaro. So, with that said, guys, I'm going to play a little deal here just for your enjoyment. Get ready for it. It's time to talk about weight loss. We're going to talk about weight loss, guys. Why have you not lost weight on your Mounjaro or Ozempic or Trulicity or Wegovy or Saxenda or you name it? Why have you not lost weight? And I'm so glad you asked, because there are some things we're going to just dissect today in this show and just kind of troubleshoot why you may not be losing weight on that medication. Now, a lot of people that I know take this medication. And you know what they do? They go to a fast food restaurant and they try to eat the same way they did before they got on this medication. And they may lose a little bit of weight, but then all of a sudden, they just plateau. They're not losing any more weight. And they come to me and they go, Chad, I'm not losing any weight on this medication. Well, I have to ask them, what are you doing? Are you doing this? And most of the time, from what I see, it is simply because they are not eating better. You know, they just use this medication as a type of miracle drug to get by, to eat what they want and still lose weight. So um, this is one thing that you need to consider: the fact that when there is a medication like Mounjaro that is going to help you with your appetite suppressant or suppression, you need to take advantage of this and start eating lower dosages and learn and teach and train your body to eat uh, better choices, but not only better choices, but to eat smaller quantities, and to just overall make better choices on what you're doing. Uh, and so that's one thing that you want to check in. Number two, are you eating high carbs? And that's another thing. You know, you may be eating, you know, at home decent food, but maybe you are eating high carb foods. You know, I did keto. I did a show on this before, of how to maximize your weight loss. And I will say that one way that you can really maximize the most on a GLP-1 like this is to limit your carb intake. Now, I'm not saying go full on keto. I'm not saying that, because I know, if anybody knows, how hard it is to do keto when you have other people around you that eat a normal meal. Like, you know, you go to out to eat, you know, you're on keto and everybody else is eating chips and salsa, or, you know, eating cheeseburgers, and you can't eat the bread, you can't eat the chips. Salsa might be good for you, but you just can't really eat very much. And it's not necessarily bad. I mean, you can get away with eating like chicken fajitas, you know, without the tortillas, or, you know, take off the bun on a cheeseburger, you know, or anything like that. But what are ways that you can actually have a low carb way of eating? I don't want to say diet either, because I mean, diets would be more like, you know, something that you just do and then you quit. You know, I'm not trying to say do something and quit. I'm talking about something for the long haul, something for, you know, ongoing, that you can continue to do. And so, what I would do is I would look at doing like a low carb lifestyle. And how does that look? Well, that would be like, you know, if you're going to go out somewhere to, let's say, a Mexican restaurant, you can get low carb tortillas and take them with you. Maybe put them in a bag or a container, and get your chicken fajitas, and you can roll them up in that. Or you could put them in an air fryer, put some, you know, olive oil or something on it, and put it in an air fryer, flip them, and turn them into fried flour chips. Now, funny thing is that I used to do that, and my kids enjoyed eating the fried flour chips more than they did the regular restaurant chips. So I thought, well, maybe this might be a great idea to go into a business of making keto friendly chips. Not really, but it does help. I did lose weight doing that. I did find that it was something that I could do and still join my friends and family on things that they were doing as far as going to places to eat and that type of stuff, and not having to necessarily deprive myself when it comes to different types of medications. So, or not medications, but different types of food. So, with that said, that is one thing that you can do. Obviously, you can get tacos and change them out to taco shells. If you are in a hurry and a bind, you're on the run, you're not necessarily eating at home, you want to go out to eat, make it fast, but you don't want to eat the high carbs, you could always take, a tortilla with you and just kind of unravel the burrito you get and put it in a low carb tortilla. Now, if you get like a bean burrito, it's just kind of defeats the purpose, wouldn't you say, when it comes to low carbs. So that's some reasons that you might not be losing weight. Obviously, we know that if you're not losing weight on a medication, it could also be because you're just not exercising enough. And a lot of people I talk to, I know they might have medical issues. Maybe they had a knee replacement, or maybe they have just issues with their, being mobile and that type of stuff. One thing I will say is very little is better than nothing. If you just start just walking a few steps a day, walking down the street, come back, maybe doing just, a couple jumping jacks. I know it sounds really weird, probably saying that to some people, jumping jacks, I'm 60 something years old. I don't do jumping jacks. Well, I'm just saying something basic that does help. Now, those are some things. You definitely need to be drinking a lot of water. If you are drinking a lot of soda, I know that that has been something that I struggle with over the years. That can be another thing that can cause you to stall on your weight loss, because it does. Now, another thing a lot of people don't really talk about is obviously the constipation and the just the gastric issues when it comes to these GLP-1s, why you may not be losing weight on Mounjaro or Ozempic, or you name it, whatever you're on as far as the GLP-1. It slows your digestion down, and you may go days, sometimes even a week or longer, without going to the bathroom. Now, um, you have to go to the bathroom. Now, how do we work to help relieve ourselves when it comes to constipation? There are several different things out there to help with that. And I'm going to be doing a video on that, how to stop, not necessarily stop, because with the GLP-1, it makes it almost impossible to stop the constipation, but to make it better where it's easier to go to the bathroom and it's more comfortable to go to the bathroom. And in turn, it's more easier to lose weight, because if you are going to the bathroom constantly, not crazy, I'm not saying, you got diarrhea and you're going to the restroom all the time. I'm saying a healthy way of going to the bathroom, like maybe 1 or 2 times a week, that can help relieve the issue of not losing weight, because you're all stuffed up and you just can't go to the bathroom. So stay tuned for that video. So that is another reason why you may not be losing weight. Now, I want to take a second in this show to say, if you are not a member of this show, if you're not a member of this channel, this is a great time to become a member of this channel. And the reasons why is, first of all, it supports me. It supports your content creator. I don't get paid hardly beans doing this. I do this for you, to help you out. And it just helps, if you got anything out of any information out of these videos that I've posted on this channel at all, it does kind of help out. Just, you know, send a couple dollars my way. Now you can do that with the link below I'm going to post. It will send donations directly to me to help with the time I put in this, and also to get the things that I need, and to help. Obviously, it helps with my family too. I'm the only one working, so I try to support my family. But with that said, you can also become a member. And a member basically is very, very minimal. I believe it's $2.99 a month. You'll have first exclusive video only content that you can see that nobody else will be able to see, but you'll also be entitled to be able to see videos before they're released to the public. And so if you want latest trending videos that I'm putting out on GLP-1s or whatever it is, I think I'm going to start doing a lot of videos on more personable things in my life when it comes to GLP-1s, and stick strictly more to the public when it comes to just questions and answers. I think that that's going to be a route that I'm going to be going. So if you want to stay tuned, if you want to stay up to date with my life and the GLP-1 and the real nitty gritty of this medication in real life, go ahead and become a member and get get access to all these exclusive videos that I'm going to be posting. So I'm going to be doing some live chats, one-on-ones with people in these live chats that I can see your comments and see if you want to do a super chat. If you want to donate on this channel, on these videos, it'll shoot uh, your question, your comment to the top. I'll give you a shout out. I'll shout you out on this channel, this platform. It is a growing platform. It will continue to grow. I guarantee you. Now that the new Zepbound for the rebound is out now, it's going to be just explosive because several people will be coming to these channels. Several different friends of mine that do shows as well when it comes to GLP-1s like Mounjaro. And we will be able to help you guys out with all of your questions and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's less than, a few cents a day, when it comes to, uh, supporting, a local small content creator. We can buy coffee and it costs more than that. So anyways, guys, I wanted to throw that out there. I'm not going to keep bugging about it, but it is there if you want to help out, support. So with that said, guys, another thing that can help you lose weight is obviously, I know it's probably going to sound crazy and probably counterintuitive, but I feel like adequate sleep will also help with losing weight. Now, I don't hear a whole lot of people talk about that, but it just helps with your whole body. When you get enough sleep, it helps with your immune system. It helps you with your energy. It's almost like just a compound effect. If you feel good about yourself, you got good rest, you're drinking your water, you're lowering your carbs, you're taking GLP-1 like Mounjaro, it's a no-brainer, unless you're like an anomaly that you just can't lose weight for some reason. Maybe it might be a thyroid issue. Maybe it might be another issue that you might want to check with your doctor about why you're not losing weight. There's just so many reasons why you might not be losing weight, but I just wanted to kind of cover some reasons why typically most people are not losing weight, especially when they're on a GLP-1 like Mounjaro, because Mounjaro is powerful. You got the GLP-1 and semaglutide, you got the dulaglutide and the Trulicity. But when it comes to Mounjaro and now the new Zepbound, they have the GIP and the GLP-1 working together, and I'm excited to see the future when it comes to the new stuff coming out. It's going to have like a triple agonist in it, three different things working together, mimicking these hormones, which is amazing. But so that would be my advice when it comes to losing weight on Mounjaro and why you haven't. I want to take a moment and tell a quick story as well before I let you go. I'm not going to keep you guys on this show all day long. I usually do about 30 minutes, so we might cut it a little short today because we've had issues with the sound. But I have a friend that's got, he was just in the hospital for high triglycerides. He's got pancreatitis. He's had it several times. And as soon as he got out, his triglycerides were way up there again, and he's like on 40 milligrams when it comes to statins, which I believe is the highest you can go. But we were just talking about different peptides. This show is the peptide show, riding the peptides. We talk about different peptides, and maybe you're just on a GLP-1 when it comes to the peptide, but I'm going to be adventuring out, even discovering and talking more about other peptides that you may not even know about, that nobody else is talking about, that might be something that can change an area in your life. This guy, a friend of mine, he's got high triglycerides. Well, no medication really is fixing the actual problem because they just switch off different statins to see which one works better for him every time his triglycerides go high. So there is a peptide out there that is supposed to help 75%. I could be wrong, but it's somewhere around that area, reduction in your triglycerides. And so, again, there are several different peptides out there that can help you. And so, I'm still waiting on the one that's going to help with cancer. My wife has had breast cancer and she's 38 years old right now. And so she's taking a treatment right now that is necessarily um, or not necessarily the best for her. It's not doing very well for her body, but it treats the symptom as far as the cancer. It tries to stop her hormones from allowing the cancer to continue to grow. It is a HER2 cancer, and so it's fed off of her hormones. So she takes tamoxifen, and that is very, very hard and harmful, just toxic to your body. But I'm hoping that they come out with some type of a peptide that will help people when they have these things, like their white blood cells are low. And there are things that I've seen and read about that they are discovering, and I'm excited about these peptides. So if you want to follow this channel to know about different peptides and just to keep up to, in the know, this is a good channel to be a part of, and a good show that will showcase all the findings that I find. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you checking out this show today. Again, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for the delay. I normally start at 2 p.m. and I had several different issues with the audio today. And so, but I think we finally got it going. I think we finally was able to get this show going and showcase different things on the news that I have discovered this last week. And so, again, super excited about the Zepbound new medication for weight loss, obesity. I'm excited to see different people's stories and just people's lives being changed on this medication. If you have obesity and you are more interested in this medication, you don't know about it, you don't know how to get it, you can always for sure drop me a comment or send me an email at chadbonyreviews@gmail.com. I try to answer everybody's questions that they send me, whether that be insulin issues or high blood sugars issues or weight issues or any issues that you can imagine. I'm not a doctor. I cannot give medical advice, but I can give personal advice, what I've discovered for myself. Um, as always, you definitely want to consult with your physician when it comes to medical advice. But uh, I'm here for your encouragement, to help give you encouragement during the way along your journey, and to help you discover things that might help. If anything, I can help you experience and understand things that are out there that you can maybe relate to your doctor, and then go from there. So, anyways, guys, again, I'm gonna say it one more time. If you can hit the like button, if you've found this show helpful, if you can share this with your friends on YouTube, Facebook. I am not on Facebook. I am not on Twitter. I am not on Instagram, but I will say this, and there's reasons why I'm not on those, but I will say this. If you are on any of those platforms, if you could share my channel, that would do me a huge favor, helping me out as a small content creator. And so, with that said, guys, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope that you guys are blessed, and that you just continue to become the best person that you are able to be on this medication. Let it change your life when it comes to physical health. Let it change your emotions as far as how you feel. Get out there, do something, be active, love on somebody, love your family. And we're going through some hard times in this nation. It's a good time to really just be encouraged and loved, and to love others, and to enjoy the ride with Mounjaro, and also to enjoy riding the peptides on the show. Guys, thank you so much. And I will catch you guys next weekend. Stay tuned for this week on different videos that will be coming out. So catch you on the next one. See you guys.